Hello everyone and welcome to this impromptu Facebook Live. I've been having some fun sorting through the designer papers that are coming, and I thought you would just absolutely love to see them too. So here I am, and pardon me, and it's your sneak peek. So that's perfect. So what I'm giving you a sneak peek of are the designer papers that are found in the January to April mini catalog. So they're going live. In other words, you can start ordering them January 5th. And then I just might show you a few from Celebration, which is also starting January 5th. Now, I cannot show you the inside of these catalogs. So my suggestion to you is to grab your catalog, and I'm just going to bring this one in and turn to the back of your catalog and look at the index. And then you'll be able to make little notes or flip to the page easily as you go. And then you can to figure out what you really like. So what I do is I write notes all over my catalog just so that I remember what I like, what I don't like, maybe ideas I've seen, that kind of thing. It's all great. So that's a way I use my catalog. And that being said, I'm just also, as I'm chatting here, sharing this to my private group as well so that everybody can see it. So as we do this, the papers are amazing, and I've been preparing for a paper share, and so that's why I've been having the sneak peek. Anytime, whether you're wanting to order now or later, this is my website here, and right now this is the hostess code, so always you can check the hostess code at any time. So I'm just putting this up so I can see your comments. If you are able to join me right now or watching the replay, be sure to say hi or leave a comment. So I am going to go first of all through the 12 by 12 papers, and then I'm going to look at the 6 by 6. So that's my organization here right now. So in the 12 by 12, we have this beautiful Country Floral Lane. It's found on page 9. So again, you've got the great designs here that would fit for Valentine's or anniversary or wedding. But then we've got the generic side here. So what I like to do is I also like to kind of just fold it over and look at the two sides together and look at how they work well together so they could accent each other too. So you have all kinds of options. Then there's this one here, and again this. So this is the petal pink that's coming. Now, as you know, I've got family in the Netherlands. I think this is going to work out beautifully for them. And then, woohoo, we've got some gorgeous balmy blue popping in here. And then we've got this design and that there, and then we've got this. I just love this design, but as always, Stampin' Up! Loves to coordinate things, and they have a punch that punches out this shape, and look at it, matches up perfectly. So you could punch these shapes out and easy peasy, you'd have all those designs to work with too. I really think these shapes here, they could make fun little Valentine people too. I think there's potential there. My mind is going. So, and some stripes, and then I love this color combination too, with just the little touch of pink in it, and like that. So that is called the Country Floral Lane, and it's on page 9. So let's take a look-see at the next that I have here. This is called the Delicate Desert. And this is really, I better move this punch out of the way here. This is gorgeous paper. It's got all of the colors. If you like that southwestern desert theme, it's got all those colors happening. And again, it coordinates with the suite in the catalog, but it's like a scene. And you might be looking at this and say, well, how do I use that on a card? It makes amazing cards when you just chop off a little piece. You've already got your scene there. So that to me, that is just perfect like that. So let's take a look-see at the back side. Ooh, I like that too. And then look at that. Can you just imagine some of the rustic cards or vintage cards or whatever? Ooh, lovely. You can see why I have so much fun when I am sorting through papers, because it's what I always call my get acquainted time with the papers. So one of the benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is you get to pre-order these things a month ahead of time. So you get not only the sneak peek right in your hands, you get to start playing with it. And now that Christmas is over, I've started to play, and it is so much fun. So there, ooh, I love the peaceful look of that. Okay, let's go with the next one. The next one is part of a suite that actually was right at the top of my to get list. And this is from this is called Enjoy the Journey. So do any of you have something in the New Mini catalog that you have at the top of your list, or a few things likely, but share what might be at the top of your wish list from the New Mini catalog. So this is it. So again, you can just chop off a piece and use that. And we'll look at it this way. You've got a gorgeous mountain scene. You could make a slimline card with it. You could do all kinds of things. And so let's look at the back. Then we've got this. This looks just like a forest of trees, all variegated here, and like that. And here we go. Again, you could cut it up, or you can use it like that. And again, remember, you can use the two sides together, or you can mix and match. I absolutely love this sheet. Let me turn it around. I just love how the colors go together. Look at that. Can you imagine how to do that in a slimline card? I just saw a message that Rhonda wants to join me on video. Rhonda, it should be popping up, but if not, go to my Facebook page instead of my group and see if that helps you. All right, then there's this. And those of us who've lived near the mountains or even near the ocean, we've seen variegated colors like this. And it just, oh, I forgot to show you the back. There we go. Starry Night. And again, it's not totally solid. It's a little bit variegated. And here we go again. Just absolutely gorgeous papers, gorgeous colors, and all of that kind of thing. Now, the next paper I'm going to show you, it's not going to have the same amount of paper in the package. It's going to be a smaller amount because it is called the Dry Brushed Metallic. So we have this with the soft succulent and the gold, and I know I'm just trying to angle it so it's not glaring at you. So we've got that. I've actually, as you can see, I've used some of this. And then this has got Calypso Coral, and you see little hints of other colors in there as well. Let's see, there we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And speaking of specialty papers, this one here, you've seen me use this one with my alphabet stamps, but this is called the Fine Shimmer. So this paper shimmers, but it's not the glitter. It's all smooth, but it just has so much shimmer and shine in it. So we've got the gold, we've got the fresh freesia, and we have the soft succulent. So I've already used some of these as well. So you might say, well, if I'm taking part in the paper share and these have a smaller amount of papers in the paper share, how does that work? Well, for the smaller amount, that's why I say a quarter of a package. So you're going to get a 6x12 sheet with the label on it, but you're only going to get 2 of that. Whereas if you were getting the package that has more sheets in it, like the Delicate Desert, you would get 6x12 measurement, but you would get just hang on here. You would get these, you'd get 6 of the sheets, so you'd get all the different designs versus the 2. So that's why it says a quarter of a package, because it varies from package to package. A lot of the 12 by 12 have 12 sheets in them, but not all. Oh, and speaking of specialty papers, look at this. This is called Like an Animal, and it's got animal prints, but it's all metallic. And you know what the neat thing is? I've seen people already taking, well, like on this one here, they took some black ink and brushed it over and wiped, and so the metallic still showed, and they had that zebra look. So they changed the background to black by doing that. I keep thinking, I do have more than one sheet here. So we have this, and then on the back, it's non-metallic. It's got the, it looks like Sahara sand. I haven't got my sheet here right now. And then we've got the scales that would snake, or they make beautiful anniversary cards like that. And then this one, and then we have this on the back, just like that. Then we flip over to gold, and we've got that. Ooh, you can do so much with these. And this here, you're going to be seeing these papers a lot, I think. And this one here, just like that. This was a package of paper that some people received for free at our on stage, which is our convention. I was rather envious, but I did get to get it. All right, the next paper I want to show you, still in the 12 by 12, is called Rain or Shine, and this too is a specialty paper. And you might say, well, what's special? There is, you can see some glimmer and shines. Some these clouds glimmer. You'll see some more on some of the other papers, so I will just keep going. Again, this is where you can cut off sections and create different scenes, or you can keep it as a whole for a scrapbook page. Works beautifully. Look at this. Look at these little critters. And the dies actually cut them out. Can you see some of the shine on some of those now? And the raindrops have the shine, the puddles have the shine. It's all so cute. And then this is on the back. This is just a great sheet of raindrops, but they also have that shine. It's not metallic, it is just that glossy finish to it. And then look at that. Oh, I love that. And here's some more of the critters. And again, they also have, they shine. Let's see if I just roll it like that. You can kind of see it catches the light. It is so fabulous. And then look at this. It really does look like a stormy night. And there are places I would definitely cards use this on. I think it would have great effect. And if you had some of these little critters lined up with that, look at how they just pop on that background. So let's flip this over, and we've got this, and then umbrellas. And again, these have that shine again. So those of you who live in rainy areas of the world, these will work perfectly, but I just love umbrellas, period. So there we go, like that. And then we've got some flowers, because after the showers come the flowers, right? Then the next 12 by 12 paper I want to show you is called Ready to Ride. And you will see this on the pages that have the motorcycles. And you might say, motorcycles, flowers, that's the joy of Stampin' Up! Paper. And as you can see, there's a sheen to this paper too. It almost has a velvet feel to it. And on the back, then we have road signs and this kind of thing. So you could use it for female, masculine, whatever. They're covering all the bases. Then also we have the tire tracks, and they just make a great design right here like that. And then we've got this on the back, and look at this. I love how they've used the wrenches to create this design. And again, you can still see that there is that glimmer there. And then we have this sort of, again, a Southwestern kind of theme, but you've got some great scenes and motorcycle on top of some of these. So if you're doing a road trip, this might be something you're looking for. And what a lovely generic kind of background. Yes, it's from the nuts and bolts, but look at that. It just is gorgeous. And then here, I can foresee actually cutting sections of these out and just creating quick and easy cards. Super easy. If you cut out, say, let's just see here. The motorcycle here, mounted it on this, wouldn't it look great? Or mounted it on those tracks. And here we go, like that. And then we've got these, let's turn it around. So we've got all the different tools of the trade, whatever trade it might be. And again, you could always add color to this if you wanted. And then last but not least, we've got this gorgeous piece. And then on this side, we have the motorcycles. And again, they wouldn't be too hard to cut out, or just cut a shape around it. And you've got a quick and easy card. And of course, the design matches. I just love the thought and care that goes into the designer papers. There is so much. And then we have a new textured shimmer paper. So this is a smaller package of paper, but it's a special package. So each of the colors, there's 3 colors, they just shimmer and shine. But I don't know if you can see, maybe on the white a little bit better. You can certainly feel it. There is almost a corrugated feel, very small, so it's not bulky, but there's just a little bit of that bumpy feel there. It's the same front and back, so you have those gorgeous colors to work with, and it adds lots and lots of texture. I just love that. And let's move on to the last of the 12 by 12. And we have some specialty vellum. It's called Vellum Basics. And this is what it looks like. Now, just a heads up, this also looks fabulous if you add color behind it. It just even pops even more. There are so many techniques you can do with this. So there's the one with the leaves, and then we have the polka dots, just like that, and then we have the stripes. So these are going to be featured so much. You know I love to work with my vellum. I've done several videos involving vellum, so I am really looking forward to having some playtime with this. And those are the 12 by 12 designer papers. Now, if you sign up for my designer series paper share, there's one option that is for just the 12 by 12. So you would receive a quarter package of each of those papers. Then there's another option. It's the 6 by 6. So let me just show you those. And again, well, I'll explain in a minute. So this is one of the specialty ones. This is called By the Bay. So again, you can see gorgeous glimmer, sheen, I guess is the word I'm looking for there. And then we've got the seaside on this side. And look at these mussels. Just beautiful. And then like that. And then we've got, again, this would work for so many different kinds of cards. And we've got the waves here. And then we've got these nice swishes. You know me, I like my swishes. And then another seaside one again. And this, look at that. Isn't that neat? I love that. And there we go. And then we've got this swirl of fish like that. So again, how do you use it? Well, scrapbook pages work well, but again, you can cut these and have just a different look altogether. So don't be afraid to cut into these papers. You'd be surprised. And if you're hesitant, about cutting into them. I'm just looking for some white paper here. This is something that I do often. Just a little hint. Let me move this out of the way and move this out of the way. Bring in some blank paper that's not going to distract your eyes, and then just try it. What would it look like if I looked at it like that? Or what would it look like if I looked at it like that? That would be just about the size of a card front. So you can try doing that, and it just helps you visualize it a whole lot more. At least it does for me. I do that when I'm trying to crop pictures as well. So there we go. And look at this. Woohoo! And you could create a wonderful scene with this. It reminds me of the On Horizon designer paper we had last spring, and it was such a hit. And then we've got these guys here, and there's sheen here, and I bet you could sponge color on here and just change that to whatever you want. And I always love myself some good barn door type of looking things. So we've got elegant, we've got rustic, we've got everything in this package of paper. Again, you could create a fabulous scene here, and some more swishes, just like that. And then when the first time I looked at this, I thought, oh, there's another one, but it's a different color in the background. So just so that you can play with that. And we've got our birds, and then this gorgeous paper here, and this. So that's called By the Bay. Now, this package of designer 6x6 designer paper has 48 sheets, but it has 12 different designs, so it's 4 of each. Whereas this next package, it has 48 sheets, just like the other, but you get 8 of each, so you only get 4 different designs. So that will just be sure to read the fine print in some of your when you're looking at your papers and stuff, because it does vary. So this is all different ginghams, different sizes, different angles. And this you see is Sweet Sorbet, and ooh, I forget, I think it's Pale Papaya or Petal Pink. And then over on this side you can see Balmy Blue and Mint Macaron. So if you're not a blue person, you can use this side. If you're not a pinks and reds kind of person, you can use this side. So you've got all kinds of variety and changes, or you can try to use them together, which they look great. So there, that is called the Country Gingham 6x6 package. This package here, I think I have shown you a little bit before. This, they actually took paint and painted these, took photographs and made the paper. And when we were at On Stage, our Stampin' Up! Convention, all the decorations were done with the patterns from this paper. From the banners, the huge banners at the top of the stage, to the table decorations, everything was followed this designer paper. It is absolutely gorgeous. Each piece is frameable, actually, I think. So we've got this side, and then that. It just looks like an artist went to town, doesn't it? There we go. So does anyone, pardon me, I've got a frog in my throat. Anyone have a designer paper that's really catching their eye? Is there one that you really absolutely have to have? Pardon me, I'm getting sidetracked just looking at these gorgeous papers. There's something here for the purple lovers, the green lovers, the blue lovers, the yellow. They're all right here. So that's called the Fancy Flora. And then we have the Regency Park. It's our final of the 6x6. So we have, as you can see, lots of floral on one side, but you know Stampin' Up!, if they do that on one side, they're going to put something different on the other side. So we've got that, and then we flip it over, and it's just like that. We had some wrapping paper this year. One side was covered with it was these colors. And one side was covered with deer and that kind of thing, and the other side was stripes. And I was thinking, perfect, we can use that for birthdays or whatever. It's not just Christmas paper. So again, I'm just loving all these colors. It's making me think of spring. And some colors I might not have put together, but I am really, really liking them together. I'll just put this over here, just like that. There we go. So two totally different looks with each side of this paper. I love these colors there. So there we go. So that's the Regency Park. Now, if you like 6x6 paper, you can easily take part in just a 6x6 designer series paper share and get a quarter of a package of that. You can also take part in a ribbon share. Now, I do not have all of the ribbons here right now, and I forgot to grab them. Just a second. The ones that I do have. So in a ribbon share, now some of our ribbons come in a 10-yard roll like these, and some come in a 5-yard roll, particularly if they are in a package, a combination. So some of the ribbons in the ribbon share will be 2 yards, and some will be 1 yard. So if you're looking at that and want a sampling, there are more. I just don't have them yet, but let me just show you. First off, let's look at this one here. This is how I package up the ribbon for a share. This is called the Night of Navy bordered ribbon, and it is gorgeous ribbon. It has the dark borders and the lighter in the inside, and it ties beautifully. It's soft enough to have no issues at all with tying, unless you're doing it on camera, of course, but it would make a beautiful bow. So the other ribbon that I do have right now is the Pool Party ribbon. And this again is a satiny ribbon. It's nice and soft. And it is called the Grosgrain ribbon, the Pool Party Grosgrain ribbon. So we've got that. And then the two that come in the combination package, we have this gorgeous red. And it is nice and thin, again, satiny, easy to tie. And then we have this, I just love burlap ribbon, and this has the white stitching on it like that. So those are some of the ribbons. There are more. So just a few more. I have most of them. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I have a ribbon share as well. So the ribbon share is, it tells you which ones you get 2 yards of and which ones you get 1 yard of. And then you could have the option of getting everything. And if you get everything, if you get the I want it all part of the package, let me just move this ribbon out of the way, you will get a sampling. Not necessarily all, but you will get a sampling of the celebration papers, and they are amazing. Whoops, there goes the ribbon on the floor. I knew that was going to happen. So look at how dainty this is, and this is actually called Dainty Flowers. There we go. So, and that's exactly what they are. And again, we've got this on the other side. Let me just pick this up so I have room. So we've got that. Then we've got this. It's got a bit of a fresh freesia haze to the back of it. And then we've got beautiful navy color. I believe that's Starry Sky. I don't know all my colors yet. Then we've got, this reminds me almost of a greenhouse or something. It's the gorgeous greens and ferns, and then your fresh freesia. Then we've got another one of these, which you can cut and just make a card just very, very simply like that. And you flip it over, and we've got the greens there. And these, again, you could cut out just a section of it. And oh, I love these too. I love just the splotches and the swirls. So it goes from very dainty flowers to a little modernistic look. And then we've got paper like this, and I have been actually having lots of fun with this paper. I've been cutting it. I cut down here, and then here, and you've got an oval, and it is great. In fact, this paper goes with a bundle in the catalog called Dainty Delight, and I've got a class, almost finished the designing of the class for using this bundle. And when you get the bundle, you would purchase the paper as well, and then we'd work with them together. So just a heads up of what's coming. Then we also have this paper in the Celebration catalog, and you will find that it coordinates with a stamp set and dies in the mini, and some of the dies cut out some of these creatures. So just so much fun. And look at that plaid. Isn't that amazing? And then we've got the cows grazing in the field, and then we've got some rolling hills. And I just love this one for some reason. I think it's the color combo. And I don't know, I just like it. And we've got that, and then we've got this, just like that chicken wire here for a nice background. This, I think you could frame and hang in a child's room, and maybe put it on top of the magnet board that we have in the kits collection, and then you could do magnets. But again, you can just cut sections of it for a card, and it would work beautifully that way too. There we go. Oh, and some fruits and vegetables. Well, vegetables, I guess, not fruits. Just like that, and like that. I think this might look good with that taco set that we have in the mini catalog. Just saying, I think there's potential there. And then we have this set here. This is called Favored Flowers. And so if you love your flowers, this paper might be for you. So we've got our corals and greens here. And when you flip it over, then you've got that. This is for your purple lovers here, the purples and the greens. I've got two papers here. I didn't want to put hand lotion on and get hand lotion on the paper, but my hands are so dry. And then on this side, we have got this. And again, don't hesitate to roll your paper over and look at them together. Or even, let's see here, or even like that. Try layering your paper together and just see what you like. This is gorgeous. I think you could just even cut out some of these and create some gorgeous cards. And then we've got this, so it's just angles across the paper. Oh, look at the colors on here. Beautiful. And lots of fresh freesia. It's such a nice spring color. And then we've got our corals again. So we've got that. And then last but not least, in the Celebration catalog, as items that you can earn and get for free, and I showed this before, is this mega pack. It is free. You can choose it as free with a $120 purchase. It's on page 14, and I flipped through it before. I'm not going to go through every page, but let's just do. So just take a look. You can see the fronts and backs, just like that. You've got all kinds of fun spring colors to play with. So that is called Dandy Designs, because they truly are dandy. They're just fabulous. So there is your sneak peek at all of the papers that are coming in the new mini and Celebration. It's a sneak peek at some of the ribbons, and it also might whet your appetite for my paper and ribbon share. And you can find it right here. I will put it in afterwards. You've also seen it in my newsletter, and you've seen me share this. You need to register. The very last day to register is January 4th, because bright and early, January 5th, I am putting the orders in for the shares. So you have choices. You have option 1, option 2, Option 1 is the quarter package of the 12 by 12 paper. Option 2 is a quarter package of the 6 by 6. Option 3 is just the ribbon, or you can get the I Want It All, and you will get some of the celebration samples as a bonus. Again, it'll just be samples. So you saw how I package it up, and if you need it mailed to you, then you would add the extra postage. So when you go to this link here, it shares this information, and it also shares the cost of the postage. And you can take a screenshot even there if you want. And let me see, I was going to say something else and I totally forget what it was. But thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if you're interested in the paper or ribbon or both shares, either click here at this link or contact me and I will share the link with you. All right. Have fun with looking at those papers now. You might be seeing them with new eyes. Take care. Bye-bye.